Given the amount of information that we have at our disposal, there's never been a better time to grow. But with that comes a great responsibility, and judging by the fact that 100% of my audience, according to YouTube analytics, is 18 to 24-year-olds, there's never been a better time to make this video. Alright guys, so I'm going to be going through a step-by-step guide on how not to waste your teenage years, which is something that a lot of people do just based on ignorance, arrogance, and lack of confidence, and a bunch of other things, inaccurate guidance, etc. So, I'm going to go through everything in this video. It's going to be a very great video, so stay tuned to the end. The first habit that we're going to be talking about is learning. Now, learning is a very broad one, right? But read books. Definitely read books. At a time like this that we're in, where our minds are such sponges for information because of our young age, we have to be soaking in all that info because it will be easier, and of course we don't really have that many responsibilities. We don't have bills to pay. We don't have, people to take care of ideally. So we have the time to spend these valuable hours on our mind and building our knowledge bases, whether this be books, whether it be internet research, whatever topic that you can think of right now, whatever skill you want to acquire, it can be taught and learned on the internet or through a book. I'm thinking right now, I can't think of a single example of something that can't be done through books and through the internet. And I just read my first book in a while at the beginning of this week, which was Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And this is only the beginning. This summer I'm going to be reading tons of books, and I suggest you guys do the same. All the people that are in the place that I want to be in are attributing a big portion of their success to certain books that they read throughout their journey, and this is a great indicator that reading and learning truly help you out. And this should honestly be self-explanatory. I shouldn't even have to convince you guys to read. But being in the dopamine-fueled time that we are, it's obviously harder to sit down and read, and it requires mental fortitude rather than just sitting on your phone all day. So this is your reminder to go and read, acquire some knowledge. I just ordered the book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F by Mark Manson. I can't speak to how good it is because I've never read it, but I know that it was recommended by Jordan Green, Hamza, and a variety of other self-improvement YouTubers that we've referenced before on the channel. So that's a pretty good sign. With that being said, that's pretty much it for that skill. Let's move to the next one. Alright, so next up, after you guys start building a knowledge base for yourself that will last you throughout your life. Oh, I forgot to mention one thing. Definitely take notes. Don't just read and then put the book away, because about 10% of what we read is what we actually recall. So definitely take notes so you can always reference them. Now, with that being said, the next thing kind of ties into this in a weird way, and that is exercise and working out. And obviously, it's hard work as well, but there's been multiple studies that show that when you exercise and when you work out and stimulate your body, you are in turn stimulating your mind. And there's a few reasons why exercising as a young kid is super important. Even though bulking might not be the easiest in your teenage years, it might become much easier at the age of 20 and above, at least for me. But the thing with this is that it takes a very long time to build up that discipline where you go to the gym without really having to shove yourself and make yourself go. There is a point when you start enjoying it. And that point is when you start understanding what you like to do at the gym or what kind of workouts you like to do. For example, some people play sports, right? And they prefer that. And that's great too, because you build teamwork skills, you build crucial like social development skills that aren't really present in working out. For me, I enjoy working out more, just traditional workouts. If you guys like cardio and running, do that. But now when I go to the gym and I know it's a push day, I know exactly what I'm doing, and I don't have to worry about dilly-dallying while I figure it out. And I just hop right into it, get in and out as fast as possible. Because really, all we're trying to do there is build muscle and build our discipline. Besides that, we don't really need to spend all day there. 2-hour workouts every day will burn you out pretty quickly, so just get in and out. Again, if you guys like calisthenics, type in calisthenic workouts on YouTube. I'm sure something great will come out. There's millions of fitness YouTubers. So, with that being said, work out and also learn to stretch, because it'll make you feel less tight after a hard workout, and it's overall super beneficial for health and your bones and ligaments and all that. So don't forget to stretch and work out plenty, but not too much. And let's move on to the next. Alright, so the next thing we're going to talk about is something very, very broad and wide stroked, but it is improving your mental health. Now, there are several different ways to do this, whether it be through meditating, through journaling, through working out. Again, a great way to improve your mental health. Whether it is any of those things, whatever it is, as long as you're making strides towards happiness and towards a better mental future, you're good. And obviously this is easier said than done, but if you are indulging in these bad habits, even if you are young, and your body will probably bounce back very quickly, like from alcohol or whatnot, it will still affect your mental health, knowing that you aren't doing the thing that's best for you to do, and that's just not the place that you want to be in. So take steps towards that. I'm going to leave a course down below on how to improve your mental health, which is from Yale University, and it's completely free of charge. It was recommended by Hamza, so that should help you guys out. I'm going to start including some resources in these videos so that it's not just like general advice. And also I'm going to include Cole Hastings' stretching routine, which is very basic but good and effective. So improving mental health is part of everything. It ties into everything, and it could possibly be the most important thing that we talk about throughout this entire video, because without good mental health, it's almost impossible to build good discipline and good habits. So with that being said, those are the main ones that we're going to be talking about in this video. A few bonus ones would be learn about financial education, because a big fear that a lot of middle-aged adults have is the fear of going broke, and a big reason for this is because of the rat race and the lack of financial literacy that they achieved as a child, and the lack of financial education that they received as a young adult. And without financial education, it's almost impossible to understand money, and without the understanding of money, you are almost destitute for the middle class. And that's not what we want. On this channel, we're striving for the very top, and we're going to achieve that. So that's a great one. Learn about investing through hands-on experience. Don't put in more than you can handle, but definitely put in a good amount, because I started investing around the age of 16. It paid off magnificently, and I'm sure that will happen for you with some trial and error. Don't get impatient with it. Don't go in too hard, but learn about it. Analyze maybe some market trends and some crypto investments that will lead to your financial freedom in the future. And the next honorable mention would be, don't get too caught up in superficial things such as beef between two people. This is one that I really need to start working on a little bit more. We need to stop getting caught on these nonsensical arguments and things that will overall do nothing for us, because that is time that we are wasting and we could have been learning, educating ourselves, being educated, building our body, building our mental health, or any of the other things that we talked about in this video. So very important to stay away from those stupid things and don't get involved. And then of course, very importantly as well, have fun, This is the time when we have the most freedom. As I said at the beginning of the video, we don't have very many responsibilities, so enjoy the time a little bit and have fun in the growth process, because it can be very satisfying. And I'm sure you guys know that, because no one's pulling you on to be on self-improvement. You found this path on your own, so make the best of it. And with that being said, I'm going to end it here before I start ranting on too long. Stay tuned to the channel and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you for watching.